Hello everybody, today is time to show you all my vinyl collection, the video that you've all been waiting for, the video that you've all been asking for.
No one's been asking for it.
You mean?
And no one.
No one
one's been asking for this.
No one asked for it. Not one. What am I doing? So first off, let's start with the 7-inch vinyl. I don't really buy many of these. There was a point where I was like, hey, I'm just going to buy these just because they were cheaper, and you know, they only sometimes have about 3 tracks on them. First one is Twitching Tongues. This is Preacher Man, which is a fantastic song. This also features Preacher Man, Feed Disease, and Twitching Tongues cover of Candlemass at the Gallows End. And it is a clear and black vinyl, and is great. And then we have Wall Eater, which aren't a band anymore. And then another 7-inch that I think this just came free with something before. End God. I think I listened to this once and it was alright. It wasn't bad. Then we have the Mars Volta, which is a plague upon your hissing corpse. I love the Mars Volta, and this is just fun. It's like about 7 minutes long. It's a song that's deleted from The Louse in the Comatorium. That's what it even says on the back. This is number 77 of 300 on a very nice blue vinyl, and it only plays on one side. So that's the thing about it. Only plays on one side, but it's great. Love the Mars Volta, and that was a very good find. Then we have India Taker and Shortcuts. This is my friend's old bands, Shortcuts. I bought a few different versions. This is on a nice like pinky ready vinyl. Then we have another Wall Eater vinyl. I think it's because I saw them live, and then I just really enjoyed them. That's on a nice clear vinyl. And then we have the same India Taker and Shortcuts. Again, I got it twice because I was supporting friends, and this is on. I just like the colour of this one as well. It's on a nice purpley vinyl, that one. Now, let's get on to the 12-inch, the LPs, the longer plays. First off, we have Kendrick Lamar, Damn. So there's Damn, gatefold, like that on the back. Great, fantastic record. Then we have Halloween. This is the Halloween remake, reboot, with some more sequel, because Laurie is back and Michael Myers is back, and it's the same Michael Myers. This is on, I think it's meant to be like a blood splatter type one, if you could see. Beautiful, so that, great. Sadly I wasn't the biggest fan of the film, but absolutely love the soundtrack. It's a banger of a soundtrack, so I had to still get it on vinyl. Then we have one of my favourite albums, Little Peep, Come Over. When You Are Sober. This is part 2. Just a normal black vinyl. I need to get part 1 on vinyl, but this is a fantastic album. If you haven't heard it, listen to it. Brilliant. Then there's some very random charity shop buys. I like to go to charity shops, see what they got. We got Top Gun soundtrack. The sounds of Star Wars. Yep, we got that. Then we have this. Yo Gabba Gabba. Yo Gabba Gabba Hey. I love Yo Gabba Gabba, and this has got some good songs on it. It has like Weezer, Jimmy Eat World, My Chemical Romance. Weird Al Yankovic is on here. It's got a lot of good people on it, and it's also on, if I can get it out, a nice bluey type vinyl. Great. And then we have Blood Orange. This is Freetown Sound, which is another great album. I got the Muppet Show. It's got like the Muppet theme song. Lots of different songs sung by different Muppets on here, and even danced by Fozzie Bear. I don't know how that works on there, but I'll have a listen to it. It's a bit of fun. Next one is my girlfriend's charity shop find, Mariah Carey. Get Your Number and Shake It Off. The singles. Next up, we have the Breaking Bad score. They've released quite a few versions of this, but this is the first one they released, and it's fun joke they did when I first got it is that it's printed on Walter White. Didn't really get it first, but look, there we go. Printed on Walter White because I'm white vinyl and, you know, it's Walter White. But great, perfect soundtrack. And came with a poster as well, which is somewhere. I think it's in here. I think it's just how to hide pretty much how to hide a dead body, or how to. Yeah, there we go. Poster with it. Can put it up. But you know when he has to boil down the body, gets the tub and everything for it. If you haven't seen Breaking Bad, get on it right away. It's another charity shop find. It's just Roots Minerva. Looked interesting to me. It's actually a very good album. I hadn't heard much about him before, but this is a really great album. This is alternatively deep. Then we've got music from the film Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles soundtrack. This has, yep, it's got Turtle Power on it, and MC Hammer. This is what we do. So some bangers on here. Then we have Under the Skin soundtrack. Great score, great film. Then we have Klaxons, Atlantis Interzone, which is a great song, but this is all the remixes, and they are actually really, really good remixes. You have just a normal black vinyl, and then you have the small 7-inch inside, which is a nice red vinyl in there. Next up, we have Lost in Translation. This one I'm not sure about. I bought it from Juno Records, an official thing, but then a lot of people have been like, I think this may be a bootleg one, but that's on a really nice green vinyl. The Rodney P. I don't remember why I bought this. I just bought it from a charity shop, but it's called I Don't Care, Time to Party, featuring Mysterio. It's pretty good song. Then we have the It Follows soundtrack, which is a fantastic soundtrack and a fantastic film. If you haven't seen it, watch that as well. Then next we have Spider-Man Homecoming, which is another fantastic soundtrack and a fantastic film. It is the picture disc. I don't really need to pull it out because you can see picture disc. And everyone says, oh, picture disc doesn't play as well, doesn't sound as good. I still thought it sounded great. It's like that on the back. Then we have the Raid soundtrack, released by Death Waltz, which on a nice grey vinyl, and a great soundtrack, and a fantastic film. And watch the Raid as well. Get on it. I'm just going to keep telling you to get on everything. Then we have Godzilla, 2014 Godzilla soundtrack. Please, that is the right year, I think. Yep, 2014. Great soundtrack. This is a great soundtrack and a great film, but I don't. Oh, it is on a. It's on a nice red vinyl. There we go, like that. A lot of people didn't really like the film, and a lot of people slammed it. There were certain things that people didn't like, a certain character leaving the film way too early. But I thought it was a brilliant film. I saw it 3 times in the cinema, 4 times actually in the cinema. Really enjoyed it. It's Gatefold. There we go. Then we have Dad's I'll Be Your Tornado. I'll Be the Tornado, not Your Tornado, which is on a really nice splatter, red and black, which is a great album. And I am so sad this band split up. They split up because of certain things in their life and that. And I really hope they do return at some point, because this is a brilliant album and just showed that they had so much more still to do with their music. Then it's one of my newest purchases, House of Wax soundtrack. The remake of House of Wax, but you know it's got My Chemical Romance and The Prodigy and Deftones and Manor of Manson on it. It's a Joy Division as well. Like, what's not to like about that? And it is on a cool cola bottle clear. It's pretty cool. The next one is the It Chapter 1 soundtrack. It's on Gatefold. Oh, almost fell out. Open Gatefold, nothing like inside there, but pretty great soundtrack done by Benjamin Wallfish. I think I said his surname wrong. Then we have the Doom soundtrack, which is just a heavy metal soundtrack, which is incredible. And I love the game so much, and this soundtrack is phenomenal. I am very excited for Doom Eternal this year, and it's on really cool red vinyl. Yeah, just a great soundtrack and a fantastic game. It goes so perfectly. The music goes so perfectly with that game. Next we have Brockhampton, Iridescence. This is Brockhampton's album that I've listened to the most. I love all their other albums, but this one I loved the most. Ginger, new album, is great, but this album is just full of so many good songs. And another gatefold, like that inside, and then it is on a very nice clear vinyl. There we go. Next we have the Hot Fuzz soundtrack. Brilliant film, brilliant soundtrack. There is only actually, so on the side A of this, there are only 5 tracks, and side B is a 23-minute long track. That's the inside with the bomb and the evidence room with all the many guns. Then we have the Spider-Man Far From Home soundtrack. Yes, I have both soundtracks, and I don't think this is on a different. Nah, but the artwork is quite cool on that, and I just love this film, and it is a great score once again. It really went very well with it. Then we have the Nightcrawler soundtrack, which is on a really cool yellow vinyl, very nice vinyl, and great film and a great soundtrack as well. If you haven't seen the film, get on it. It's one of Jake Gyllenhaal's best performances in my opinion. Then we have Stranger Things 2 soundtrack. This was very cheap, this soundtrack. I'm trying to pull this out. Oh, this, yep, is on. It's perfect. The vinyl that it's on. Pull it out. Or the vinyl that it's on. It's on vinyl, which means the splatter. Look at that. It's great. And now we only have one more vinyl, and that is Ithaca. One forget the name of this album. The Language Injury. I almost forgot this. This was one of my favourite albums of last year, and it was just a great album. I just show. Remember, yeah, this is on. Oh, look at that perfect pink and blue splatter. But yeah, Language Injury is a great album. If you haven't checked out Ithaca, get on it. I'm just telling you to get on everything. All of these soundtracks, in the Top Gun soundtrack and everything, soundtracks, and all of this vinyl. It's not just soundtracks. As you can see, I collect a lot of soundtracks, but I also collect a lot more. But that's it. That is my vinyl collection. Karen talking as I try and put one back into its plastic sleeve. There we go. That's in there. That was my vinyl collection. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is fun to make. And also, check out Creep Illusion. I got this Midsummer top from them. I think this is sold out, but this one is sold out, but they still have one other Midsummer top. I love Midsummer, and this jumper is perfect. I'm just gonna keep plugging horror t-shirt people every single time, because I did in my Blu-ray one. And that is all from me. Thank you very much. I will see you all again very soon, probably with a review of the film The Night Clerk, another autistic characters video. So keep an eye out for that. See you again very soon. Goodbye.